Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we got something interesting, and now this has been out for a long time. It's gone through some revisions. Now, there is on drop. There is a titanium driver version. I can't speak for that one. This one is the version with the graphene diaphragm. Um, oh no, this one is the one with the titanium. I could have sworn somebody said I had the graphene one. This is the titanium driver with ceramic tweeter. Passive radiator. That's why it's called a triple. I mean, technically it's a double driver, but the passive radiator, the base radiator, delivers an extremely accurate and powerful listening experience. Expertly tuned, like all of their devices, by Luca. Right there. I don't want to just murder the name with my accent. So it's tuned by the Grammy Award winning sound engineer, like all of their stuff. Fantastic box as usual. I'm going to take a look at I'm going to bring them down, actually. Let's get them down from our thing and put them right here where you can actually see them. So, okay. The weight is 293 grams. They're mostly all metal. I mean, I don't think there's any plastic in here, to be honest. It's just all metal. 3.5 millimeter plug for the termination. To go into the units themselves, it's 2.5 millimeters. So if you wanted to change out the cord, you'd have to use like the really old hi-fi man ones that would fit in there just fine. There's a bunch of aftermarket ones. I actually ordered an aftermarket one. I'll show you that when I do the review for it. 32 ohms, 104 decibels, 20 to 40 kilohertz, oxygen-free copper wire. It does come standard with a microphone. Maximum power is 50 milliwatts on these. I hope you didn't hear my stomach. I haven't even eaten yet. But anyway, the main thing of these things is they're just absolutely gorgeous. Let's take them down for a second. Look at this headband here. Just really fantastic headband. It's got this padding right there. It's got these little sections. The padding on this is very comfortable. The padding on the cups. Now this is, it's got padding right in here too, by the way. And it's got padding right here. This is kind of, to me, my microphone keeps sliding away from me. This, to me, in general, these are kind of like in between on-ear and over-ear. So for some people with really large ears, your ears are going to be in the pad. Now, that said, the pad is mushy. It's soft like a pillow. It's memory foam. So it is a comfortable pad. But some people, I don't know, with the little bit of clamp, it does have some clamping force there. It does have a nice adjustment as well. The top pad shouldn't give anybody any problems. That is sturdy as heck, too, by the way. These things are built like a bloody tank. Just picture like an Audio-Technica, like just made out of metal. They're made very well. Very, very well. They look gorgeous. They got this kind of Maserati design wheel here, rim. This model particularly, there is a silver model, but this one is particularly this nice copper looking, almost like rose gold copper, whatever it is. Looks fantastic. It says one more and everything on it. Aesthetically wise, I've always wanted these, to be quite honest. I think they look gorgeous. And that was when they were in silver. In this color, they're just over the top. Much better. Left and right indicators on the sides and on the pads. You could change the pads out. The pads, I believe, are glued. So it will take a little bit of a modification to change out the pads, but you also have to remember that inside the pads, there's little, for that tweeter, there's a little fenestration right there, little holes for the sound to come out. So you may change, obviously pads are always going to change the sound signature, but you're definitely going to change it majorly with putting different pads on. Just saying, I find the pads comfortable as long as you're not wearing these like 8 hours at a time. It should be good for you. They're made so well. I'm going to put them right back up on here. It's got this nice little remote too, if you can see that. That is also made out of metal with the 3 buttons and the microphone in it. Sounds good too, by the way. You also get a very nice case. It's a very nice hard case. As a matter of fact, I'll show it to you. So you don't usually have the space here for bigger things. And it's a shame too. I mean, I really could do that. But looking at it, here's your nice case that they fold right down into and get into. I don't know what's going on with my lights, but they are actually dimming. Something to do with 4th of July. So inside there, you get the adapters. Inside the case is a little pouch in there. You get this area where they fit. You also get a carrying pouch, which is good. This is a nice hard case that says one more. Of course, the beautiful artwork with the almost Da Vinci-like diagrams on it. And of course, magnetic, like a lot of their other products. Bring this back down again. So let's talk, a little bit more. I must have hit the remote a bunch of times. It's tough when I had a big 6-foot desk, and then I got this 4-foot desk, and then it's not working for me. But they're going to be doing repairs in here, so I'm going to have to take everything down anyway, and I'll probably be doing reviews on a more kind of mobile setup. So this is only $130 now in the U.S. It's cheaper other places. I have seen it in other countries cheaper. Sound-wise, we'll start out with the cons. The ear cups, not for everybody. Although they are comfortable and they have some really good padding, they're more kind of in between on-ear and over-ear, a little shallow, but I still like them myself because I absolutely love the sound of these. The colorway, I like it. You can also get it in silver. That's not as easy to find because this is the more recent edition. It comes with 2 different drivers. You can get either the graphene driver or the titanium driver. The box says titanium, but I believe they said they were sending me the graphene, so I don't know which one I got. To be quite honest, I just know I like the sound on it. The sound is very non-fatiguing. The cable is made out of Kevlar. Like I said, it's got the nice protective case. The build quality is way above anything else in this price range. The triple driver sound, it's got that cool technology, that ceramic tweeter, and that all the different cool stuff. Clamping force isn't too bad. It's kind of on the light side. The weight on this isn't overly heavy. I think my Sen the Urbanites, the extra large Urbanites, I think those are a little bit heavier than this. I haven't put them side by side. With the price point, I just had to review this because this is just an exceptional value now at the price point. These were over $200 at one point. So let's get into the notes on the sound wise. We did the specs already, pretty easy. 32 ohms, 104 decibels. Anything I don't like about them, I would have liked the pads to be bigger. I would have liked, instead of 2.5 millimeter, I would have liked 3.5. Then I could use all my cables for my hi-fi-man, but it still will take the older hi-fi-man cables. I just got rid of them because I don't have those headphones anymore, like my 400i and the 560, whatever the heck it was. I don't have those anymore, so I don't have the cables anymore for that. I did find them comfortable though for normal listening sessions. I even found them good. They had enough good soundstage to be used for gaming. Definitely. I am trying to do this without. I am so hungry at this point. Let's see. So anyway, the bass on the low end on this is really good. It is fast. It has a very, very good tight punch. It's very controlled. Um, the low end on this is probably one of the cleanest low ends I can think of that isn't planar magnetic. There's just a very good, nice low end bass there. You get into the mid bass, there's a nice thump there. Keeps it going. It's got a decent amount of speed to it as well. It doesn't get lost on tracks that are like just really, really fast. Trying to think of a few. Bombs Over Baghdad, a very fast kind of bass going on there. Just tracks like that, it seems to do very well with. Getting into the mid-range. The mid-range, it definitely sounds very clear. It definitely has a little hint of warmth, but overall, there's very good clarity there in the mid-range. I find that sounds very natural and forward, but not overly forward, kind of more centered. It's definitely far from neutral, but it definitely has some very good clarity there. The vocals are just full of energy, and they have a very good presence. They have body, and just overall sounded rich and nice with this. Moving on, there was a good instrument separation. There's definitely good technicalities in this headphone. We're moving on to treble. The treble is good. It definitely is kind of like a little bit of boost there to the treble, but it is definitely not shouty. It's not overly bright sounding. It just adds a little bit of sparkle there, but honestly, treble sensitive people, you won't be harshed out. It definitely sounds good there in the treble. Some good air open and airiness in the treble without overdoing it. It kind of gets smoothed over after a certain point, but it's good. There's good control there in the treble and detail. Like I said, soundstage was decent. It was open. It was airy. It's definitely above average. So there's definitely treble heads aren't going to like this. Bass heads, maybe they're not going to be impressed. But for me, overall, this had a very good kind of overall quality with like everything I threw at it. Every type of music, rap, hip hop, pop, you name it, jazz, sounded very good. Good enough for me to actually love these, to the point where I haven't put them away. I don't want to put them away. I'm done testing them. I'm going to keep these out for a long time. So if you're looking for something that is made like this and you can get past those few little points, I mean, the main thing is that the padding is comfortable, but it is kind of, larger ears are really going to get lost somewhere. It's just going to be on ear to you, to be quite honest. And people with smaller ears, then they might actually fit in there. And I know a pad change is relatively easy, even though these are glued on there. There's tons of tutorials on that. I don't want to do that because I don't want to change the sound at all, because I like the sound of these, to be quite honest. So, yeah, honestly, the just the overall everything with this, I love the. If I was going to give this a scale of 1 to 10, this would definitely be an 8.9 on the list. It's not perfect, but it's darn near just really well, just enjoyable as heck, and look wise. I mean, not often do you get a pair of style cans for $139, whatever it is, and they actually perform extremely well. Try getting a pair of Bang & Olufsen's or something for that price, one of their higher up more ones. It just, and I think that this actually outperforms a lot of some of the other style cans. Definitely outperforms Beats. There's hands down, unless you're like a bass head and you like that and you want that particular Beats sound, which I don't hate, to be honest. I've had plenty of pairs of Beats, solos, studios. I still got the Pro wireless ones up there, used from time to time. They've just been eclipsed by like the ton of like chi-fi that's out there that's coming, And it's just incredible, the amount of quality. So we're getting in the 15-minute mark. We've covered basically everything in a nutshell about these. These are just fantastic. Honestly, anything, if you see something and it's on this stand, because this is my favorite stand. It's all leather at Jack Cuban. They don't even make that stand anymore. They make some copies, and then there's some even higher end ones out now that are like ridiculously priced. But if you see something on the stand, it's a keeper. It means I want to keep this, and I absolutely like it. For headphones, that is my favorites stand. I have like a bin right here. If you can see in the back, there's a bin right here. This is my greater favorites bin. Behind the Moondrop and the iFi is my lesser bin, where things are not so much lesser than those, but they're cheaper. So I call the cheaper ones the lesser, and the more expensive one is the greater bin. That's how I do things. I'm weird. But anyway, yeah, the one more triple driver. I mean, look at this box. This box looks like some kind of boutique box. I'm expecting like a nice pair of shoes popping out of these or something. But magnetic latches and everything, just like all their other. We've done their triple drivers. I think the only thing from One More I haven't done right now is the quad driver. Now, I had those before. I had these before. A long time ago, I had the silver pair, and they got taken away. I had like a bunch of things stored in my locker. And they swiped like a whole bunch of my stuff. They got these. They got my Sen 550s. They got my Dakoni Blues. Thank goodness I got another pair of those. I never got another pair of Sennheisers, you know. I don't know why. But yeah, overall, very impressed with these. I know I'm rambling. Just, I love these. I absolutely love these. These are some of my favorite. I know I got a few. If I could have like a triple headphone stand out of what I have right now, I think it would be, these would be up on that triple headphone stand. My Hi-Fi Man Anander's hands down. Maybe my X4, the Hi-Fi Man X4s, which I haven't reviewed. You know, I forgot about those. Honestly, I'm going to be doing a review on those. I got a bunch of things. I never did the review on the Philips X2HRs. I got that coming, of course. And just a whole bunch of stuff coming. So thanks so much for watching. This has been the One More triple driver over ears, as they're called. Very good headphones. Made extremely well. Great sounding, non-fatiguing, super fun sounding. I didn't use that word yet. They're fun sounding. Like them a lot. Thank you so much for watching. Please be safe, and I'll see you somewhere out on the internet.